The birds are chirping. It's a beautiful day because we had a show and it was actually, before we jump into that, let's rewind and tell the story properly.
All right, today is March 8th. We are preparing for our show April 24th to 25th. The flyer will say the truth. Getting that cardio back, man. I think cardio is one thing in everyday life, but cardio for a show, to not be up there huffing and puffing like I blow 76 a day is another thing. So we're going to get right. We're on the track. We got a plan. Let's go. Day one. All right, day one is in the books. It was good. I had a time. I think it's one of those things that, because I am starting light, I don't want to get too overconfident and start like, yo, this is light. I'm going to crush it, because my performances obviously are more than just me going up there and singing a song. There's movement involved, so it's just literally about carrying that out. And I've kind of had a practice runs doing all the performance clips that I do, but obviously it's going to be a mix of adrenaline and just a live audience. But day one is successful. It's in the books. And man, we're going to keep it rolling.
Yeah, so that's a great line too. So when I give you these flowers, it's a symbolism of growth. So when I give you these flowers, it's a symbol of growth.
Just chilling on Hinge.
Look me up on Hinge. I don't know why I thought the show was on a Saturday. For some reason, I was like, oh, the 24th, it's a Saturday. I'm like, oh, lit. Yesterday, I'm kind of mapping out the rehearsal schedule, and I'm like, the 23rd is a Thursday, which means the show is on a Friday. Okay, now we're tracking, which means we're 21 days out. 21 days out, and I feel uber prepared. Obviously, being at the venue is super dope because I definitely get to see like all of the subtle movements, and just having that practice there brings me a whole lot of confidence. There's less guesswork. I think that's the most important part. And that's why, above all, the fit is super important. People say, why? It's the music, it's the performance, it's the sound. Nigga, if my fit is popping, I can conquer the world. By the way, to me, outfits, aesthetic, the air quote packaging pause, when people show me artists, or rather refer me to artists, I'm like, yo, what do they look like? Send me their Instagram. Because I think it matters. It helps tell the story or frame the story. Hey man, I like what I like. Anyway, I know what fit I have, so therefore, well, fingers crossed there, because you never know. The pieces are coming in, you never know. But just knowing the set, what I want to do, the venue, how I'm gonna look, I can visualize so much better. So feeling great about it, feeling stronger about it today. Gonna do some rehearsing later. Also at some point this weekend, I gotta do the show version. I've never done show versions, so I'm gonna use platforms that I've never used before. It'll be super interesting. Remember, I told you guys before, I was a baby and everybody did everything for me. So now I gotta do show versions, which is a great opportunity to learn. I also gotta wrap up the contract and everything for the DJ. I'm a stickler for contracts. The DJ's my man, by the way. Shout out to Joe. He's my guy. I've known him for years, but I just think it's like clean. When you're doing business with anyone, you just want to just get everything down on paper. You never know. Miscommunication. I didn't read it. I didn't get that text. You never know. I think this iteration of my career, this phase of my career, I think it's just one of the more important things. I'm a handshake kind of guy anyway, and I'm always gonna pay more or just make whatever concessions I can make. It's cool, but having a contract works. What can go wrong will go wrong. I am of the, and I feel like it's a little pessimistic, but I'm starting to accept my pessimistic side or pessimistic perception
I was having a conversation with one of the homies who works in production, and we were talking about like, yo, when bringing something to life, like something is always gonna go wrong. Like you can almost guarantee or bet on it. Why do I bring that up now? Show's a week away. And my guy Joe, who's gonna DJ for me, was because he's having some scheduling issues. We just got off of the phone and he's like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it and I don't wanna hold you up. So start looking. But luckily, he's a great guy. So he's like, yo, I got somebody, we could potentially do it. Why do I bring all these things up? It's just a part of the game. Oh, also, I ordered a jacket. And it's not here yet. Ordered it weeks ago, by the way. On some like, yo, I'm gonna order it now because it's gonna get here. And I literally got every other piece of the fit. I got the pant, I got the sneak, I got the accessories, I got the glasses, I got a tee front under, like, I got everything. Shout out to the pythons too. Wait a minute, brother. So that hasn't arrived either, but I'm not letting these things like get to me. I do feel like historically I like start crashing out, but I'm okay, man. I'm okay. We're gonna sort this jacket situation out, and the DJ situation is gonna get sorted out. I'm lucky that I have resources. Wanted to give an update here because it's funny, man. Like these things always happen, and it's just about understanding like the waves, right? Like it's just waves, and all you can do is be as best as prepared as possible. So I'm glad I was prepared, and I've been preparing on the set. So therefore, when the DJ comes in, it's just a little thing like, yo, this is where I'm at. This is what I would need to get to work. But we're gonna keep it moving. I keep pointing that way because I think like the camera's right there, but we're gonna keep it moving as we always do. Yeah, here's the vibes. Didn't record, was meaning to record the first rehearsal. Didn't have an opportunity to record. I was locked in, but it went tremendous. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling great about the show. Shout out to my boy Lou, man. We rehearsed for a few hours. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Come Uptown Studios. Joe set us up. Amazing hospitality. Set us up. Great aesthetic. We was vibing, bro. Low key, it looked like a little like colors, NPR, tiny desk, mixture vibe. It's amazing. And you're about to see it. Good.
Before the curtain close, I got moves to show. I just wanna breathe. Just let me. That's all I need.
So weeks before the show, I was getting the common question like, are you nervous? How do you feel? What's the mindset? Because it had been a while that I hadn't performed. And I continually told people, yo, I'm actually not nervous. And it wasn't something that I was like being a poser or being like this overly positive, like, oh, it's gonna die, or confident. Like it was none of that. There was a high level of calm. Now I don't know if it's because I did put in the work. I was rehearsing. I was rehearsing in the sauna in terms of like the performance. There was one time I was like, yo, I'm about to faint in this motherfucker, but I guess that's what gave me the assurance, and it felt like insurance. Like I was good. I was just, I guess, yeah, I would, if I could chalk it up, I would probably say the preparation. But nonetheless, leading up to it, rehearsals and stuff like that, even after rehearsal, I was like, oh yeah, we're in a good spot. This is going to be fantastic. And then show night comes and we get there, sound check is sound check, right? Like productions are productions. Things run a little behind. We good. We get sound check. We good. We figure it out. And probably like an hour and a half before the show, G and I pop out to grab some flowers and we grab a coffee. And then I start to get into the mindset like, all right, I'm about to perform. And that's when I started to get a little more quiet. And I realized like, oh shit, I might be talking too much. Like, I was like parched. So I had to stop drinking coffee. And then I just got into like there was a bunch of people there, everybody's talking, but I started just zoning out. It was literally a dark room where everyone had their like equipment and personal items, and I was just standing there and I was just having a conversation with myself like, bro, you gotta go in because the demons started to creep in. I'm historically not a confident person. I would probably say the last few years, 4, 5, 6 maybe, like confidence has been like a real thing for me. Not this fabricated like, oh yeah, like, because I've been constantly seeking like the root of my confidence. I think for a very long time I sought out people affirming me, and I sought out confidence through accomplishments and like being on, right? Like that's what I was like, yo, when I'm on, I'll figure it all out. And it's still a work in progress, but fast forward, that voice came into my head and it was like, well, what if it doesn't go well? So what happens now if it doesn't go well? Because you put a lot of work in, and if you do that and you can't rock this shit, we need to have a conversation, because there's a lot of business decisions that are hinging on this performance. Like, this has to go well so X, Y, and Z can go well. These thoughts start going into my head. My cousin comes to see me before I go on live, one of my favorite people on earth. And she's like, I just wanted to say good luck, man. I hope you kill it, whatever. And I went back to the dark room after that, and I was about to cry. I just felt really emotional. And then I just got into like dark mode. I went back to dark mode, and I was like, fuck it, dog, let's do this shit. Boy, when I went up there, that calm came right back. It was flow state. That's exactly what it was. And it was just like euphoria. It was so smooth. The audience was amazing. Everything went well, exactly how I envisioned it. I think the word that I kept using leading up to the performance was, I wanted to be precise. I wanted to be sharp. You go to a show, you're like, oh, this person is razor sharp. And that's exactly what I accomplished with the performance. The audience gave me so much energy. It was awesome, man. It was awesome. It was an experience. I got called back up for a second round of applause. I would say standing ovation, but people were already standing, so I don't know how true that is. But dude, it was incredible. It was the best welcome back to the live show setting that I could have had. And what's next? We're gonna keep fucking it up. And you stay tuned. Like that, we gone. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the energy. Thank you to the people, you, for showing love, for showing up, showing out. We're gonna keep putting on. We're gonna keep growing. We're gonna keep blooming. Until next time. Peace.
Mwah.